Team, welcome back to another YouTube video. I've got a bit of a spring in my step right now, and there's a reason for it. I'm not in an empty room being interrogated by anybody. I'm actually in the home gym. I'm just gonna swing it around now for you all to enjoy what is an absolute dream of a home gym. For those of you who don't know, me and Zoe completed on our house today. Finally, after a good couple of years of looking around our area, trying to find a house that is fit for us, ticked all those boxes, we finally found, well, we found a house earlier on in the year, and we finally completed today. It was meant to complete last week, but a little bit of a delay. Everything happens for a reason, but we're finally in. And we're in, and we're moving pretty quickly because the home gym is all installed and good to go. So I thought I'd just quickly show you what's going down in here, and then I'm gonna do a bit of a session, and then me and Zoe are gonna have some lovely food. But it's crazy, right? Because the gym that I train at is literally about 5-10 minutes around the corner, but having this, you know, in the house is gonna be an absolute game changer. And there's a lot of sessions that I'm gonna be doing in here. If I'm ever a little bit pushed for time, or sometimes I don't just need to go to the gym, I can come in here. It'll be easy for sort of filming sessions and just talking about what I'm doing as well. I don't really have any words, to be honest. This is absolutely incredible, and I'm just, yeah, over the moon. I think having a gym like this in your house is just craziness. But anyway, less on my face, and let's actually show you what's going on. So the idea behind planning this gym, and I will just plug my coach Dan, and he helped sort of design this gym and procure all the kit and get it all sort of locked in, if you like. So yes, big thanks to Dan, and a huge thank you to Black Box for sorting me out with this gym as a part of the Pursuit of Better campaign, which they posted on their Instagram and YouTube socials, just sort of going into my fitness journey and stuff. So yeah, massive shout out to them. But as I said, going into what we've actually got going on, we've got a couple of sleds. Now, what I actually wanted in this gym was basically the ability to be able to do all of my Hyrox movements as a part of a workout with sort of out any interruptions, basically. Now, for those of you that train Hyrox, you know exactly what I mean. It's quite a selfish sport in that you need all these different bits of equipment when you're training. And you'll go to your local gym, you'll be on your treadmill, you'll jump off your treadmill, go pick up your sandbag, which is not there because someone else has picked it up, or you'll go and push the sled, but your sled is being used by somebody else, despite you leaving water bottles and phones and keys and all that kind of stuff on it. So I actually wanted all the equipment in my own gym so that I can just train without that sort of interruption. So yes, we've got 2 sleds there. I've got some ropes and carpet on the way, which will go right at the back of the house, which is perfect. I'll just tick off all the sort of Hyrox stuff first, actually. Then we've got the kettlebells going from 32 all the way down to 8, I think. I think we've got 8, 12, 16, 24 and 32. We've got all the wall balls, so we've got 4s and 6s for Zoe, 9 and 12 for me. We've got the ski without a base plate, but that is going to come. We've got the rower, and then we've got world's best treadmill, a Woodway. If you know, you know. There's going to be some serious miles put onto that treadmill. And no, I will not be facing directly into the wall. I'm going to get some mirrors, I think, so I can just proper talk to myself, fighting talk, get in my own head, and then also be able to see what's going on behind me. Sandbags, we've got 10s, 20s and 30s in there, and I think that's pretty much it. I'm not forgetting anything at all. And then we've just got our general strength and conditioning stuff. So we've got all the dumbbells, we've got a couple of barbells, we've got a 20, we've got a 15, we've got some plates. We've got enough plates to take us up to 350 kilo. Yes, it was just so I was able to have 150 and then 200 for Hyrox. So yeah, 350 kilo worth of weight. Abundance of stuff that I can do in this gym. When you sort of have like a good understanding of how to sort of do different exercises, you actually realise you don't really need a lot of kit. Like when I go into a gym, I go up to a squat rack, and I must spend most of my time when I'm doing a strength session at the rack doing some sort of movement, and then I need a couple of dumbbells here and there. But other than that, I don't need machines, I don't need anything. This is all I need. All your bits and bobs. So we've got a weighted vest, lifting belt in there, and also one of those belts where you've got a chain, you can put some weight on it for pull-ups. We've got a vibrating foam roller, ab mat, rollouts, another foam roller, lots of resistance bands, bit of chalk, clips, just all your accessory based stuff that's handy to have in the gym. Thank you mother-in-law for that, because she was getting rid of it out of her gym, and I said, I'll tell you what, I'll have that because we are getting a home gym. So yes, but yeah, anyway, that is a lengthy intro / gym tour. What I didn't mention is the wall ball target. Going back a couple of steps, wall ball target is outside on the house because obviously we haven't got 10 foot in here. So thank you to everyone that's tuned into this YouTube. This comes off the back of me posting my sort of coming out of the army video, if you like, and how well received that was. Really, really happy. I've had a lot of messages. It's the most feedback I've ever had on the video. A few funny ones, a bit like, "What's a bit dramatic, mate?" Hey, it's a little placeholder for my story, my journey. I need to be able to watch that back in 10, 15 years and remind myself about some of the stuff that I did in the army. But I never actually really scratched the surface, which is interesting. So there's a lot of different stuff that I can talk about in future. But moving on swiftly, I'm in here. It's quite late. It's now 7:10. I've got an upper body strength session to do. And then in the morning, I've got a hard high rock specific session. And also I'm hosting an event with my protein at the Red On Gym in Middlewich. So busy couple of days, and I thought I'd just bring you along with us because I can't not bring you along with us when we've just completed on our house and there's so much exciting stuff going on. But that's me, and I'm about to train. We're just about finishing up, so I'll share a set with you all. So there we go, big upper session, first session in the gym, first session of very many in the gym ticked off. You won't believe what I'm faced with right now.
Feast of a Nando's.
Feast of a Nando's, the first meal.
Said you wanted like a good takeaway, so that the bargaining tool for me was we got a good takeaway, well, a healthy takeaway, but lots of it.
Lots of it. I've got to train really early in the morning, and you guys know that Nando's is the only thing that works for me when I'm training the next day. And then tomorrow night we'll have something a little bit more, what's the word? Indulgent. A bit more, something a little bit more alternative.
A bit more naughty.
Yeah, maybe we'll have a big Chinese Indian
yes,
spread
please.
on the table. But I'm going to tuck into this, and the next time you see me, it will be very unsociable hours in the morning when I have to wake up to go and do a high rock session and then host 3 high rock sessions back to back all day, which I cannot wait for. What have you got, by the way? Just to close it off, the little Nando segment.
I've got everything, I'm going to be honest. I've got a medium wrap.
Can we just quickly have a quick interlude about this situation?
Oh my god, yeah. What is going on at the minute, Nando's?
No one talks about this enough, but
you can't get your wrap out of here.
In one piece.
It's
anyway.
so bad. That's got to be a common occurrence for a lot of people.
Come on, Nando's. Sort it out, guys.
Sort it out. It's not good.
We are going to enjoy it though, and I'll see you in the morning. Oh, that is amazing. First test of the camera underneath this light. Anyway, good morning. As promised, it is 5:20. I'm talking a little bit quietly because I don't want to wake Zoe up, and I'm not sure what the walls are like in this house. We've not quite sussed it out, but it is the start of what is going to be a very busy Saturday. Heading to the gym probably no later than 6 o'clock this morning, maybe a little bit earlier. I mean, the earlier I can leave, the better really, but the plan now is just to, it's coffee time. First coffee in the house did not go to plan, but it's one of those things in life. Lovely coffee machine though. Look at that. 40 minutes is what it's taken me to figure out this coffee machine. What I didn't realise I had to do was calibrate the bean to the machine. Oh, that was an episode and a half, but I finally got my coffee. Does taste good, to be fair. Good morning everybody, good morning again. I've been absolutely dreadful on the YouTube front. I've come to the gym, I've trained. Short story, the knee is still kneeing. Really frustrating. Had a great session a couple of weeks ago, knee was fine, and I did a double run earlier on this week, and it's just pushed me a little bit over the edge, and I had to stop running on my session. I couldn't even bike towards the end, which is very frustrating. However, we're here at the My Protein Move Club. We've got the first session ongoing. Nice, mate, strong. There we go, that is the intensity we were after. Nice, Liam. Definitely done a few high rocks in this time. Yeah, so we're at the Red On Gym. Nice, Dan. For the My Protein Move Club. Session 1 done. Session 2 is here. Session 1 was a great start to the day. Session 2 look up for it as well. So they're just doing their 500 meter loop to familiarise themselves with this area. They're just over there coming back in. Just going to get them all warmed up. We're doing a ramp warm up at the minute. So currently they're just jogging around the 500 meter loop. So they're all coming in now, and I'll set you up to one side. We've got Vanoffee coffee here today as well, with all the coffee and cake for afterwards.
The full deal is.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I'm just staring at myself.
Okay team, come in, find yourself a bit of space. You're going to need to be able to get in the press up position, alright? So make sure you've got a good bit of space around you. Okay, right, ramp, warm up before that. We've done the raise, alright? Heart rate is elevated slightly, okay, we've got a bit of blood pumping around the body. We're now going to activate and mobilise the muscles, the joints that we're going to use for today's session, which will be all of them because it's high rocks. Happy with that? Okay, what we're going to do now is adopt the raise, press up position, isometric holds, keep the core nice and rigid, nice and straight. Good stuff. Happy days. Okay, with your left elbow, you're going to try and touch the floor. Alright, go to that point where you finish stretching your hamstring. Okay, you can't touch the floor, that is fine. From there, you're going to raise your left hand to the sky, okay, and get a bit of a thoracic turn in the spine there. Good stuff. Okay, follow your hand with your eyes, and then back down to the floor. Let's try 5 of those on the left hand side. If you can't touch the floor, that's fine. But we're just trying to increase that range of motion as we go through. Just take this nice and steady. Session number 3 is going down, as you can tell from the sound of my voice. But yeah, we've got a full 30 for this one, which is amazing. The first 2 sessions we had 30 people signed up, but about 20, 25 turn up in the end. But we've got the full 30, good to go. Nice, Jamie. Definitely watching this on YouTube. Team, good morning. It is now the day after the Move Club that I hosted yesterday. I actually completely forgot, but I left my camera on the mezzanine on a time lapse and a film for 5 minutes and completely killed my camera off, and I completely forgot it was up there. So apologies, I didn't get to debrief how yesterday went immediately post session, but it was a massive success. People had a really good day, lots of lovely feedback on the session and the gym and just the atmosphere and everything. So really pleased with that. Obviously it was 3 sessions of about 30 people each time. The first couple of sessions we had sort of dropouts, which is quite common. The tickets are free, so I think people wake up on the day and it's a bit like last minute changes and whatnot. But the last session everyone turned up, and there's actually 2 guys who came from Wolves that managed to get tickets the night before at 11 o'clock at night, because it kept changing. It would be sold out and then there'd be a ticket and then it would sell out. So they absolutely smashed it. It was good to see. Just good to see everyone going in there and bettering themselves and putting in the work. On a bit more of a sour note though, I'm actually on my way to physio on a Sunday morning. Thankfully my physio is able to fit me in on a Sunday morning, so what a good guy. So I'm going to go see him and just sort of get the knee looked at again, because I'm kind of at my wit's end with it now. I thought I was back to where I needed to be, and then this week 2 runs in one day, own fault, and I think I pushed it a bit too far yesterday, and it just feels like a shooting pain, but I can't really explain that or diagnose that. So I've come to see the physio today, and I asked him last night, I went, do you mind if I bring my GoPro for YouTube? And he went, yeah, sure thing. I've been on Sky Sports 1 load, so don't worry, I don't mind going on YouTube. He was a physio at United for about 8 years, so he doesn't mind a little bit of FaceTime. So I'm going to bring you along with me, and then we'll see what Dave's got to say about what is going on with this knee. But yeah, I'll see you when I'm in there.
What we'll do, we'll test 90, so inner range, mid-range, outer range. We'll do right first. Whenever you're ready,
Put in as much, yeah?
pull, yeah. Just build into it if you want. Go on, pull, 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 and relax. 28.5. Okay, are we ready? Let's go. And relax. 34.8. Love that. Right. Okay, whenever you're ready. And relax. 29.6. Okay, ready? Yep. And relax. 30.5.
Had a shift.
Absolutely brilliant that. Because that is 0.5 of the difference is incredible. Considering where you were.
Yeah.
Okay, whenever you're ready. Pull, 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 and relax. 37.1. Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Pull, 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 and relax. 33.2. 3 kilogram improvement. That's in a range, so that's brilliant. So strength's not our issue. We've just overloaded that tendon. So,
Yeah.
no, fantastic. Great improvement.
So team, there you have it. I'm probably just overcomplicating things with this knee, thinking it's different things, but it is as it has always been. Hamstring, can't even speak today, hamstring tendinopathy, which is obviously not helped by the fact I've got a bit of extra bone growth on my fibula. But I'm just at Molly's at the minute, come to feed the cats. And I'm going to Remembrance Parade. I've seen loads of people in uniform, cadets in their uniform and stuff. So the time is currently 10:38, so I'm just going to head over there for the Remembrance, which starts at around 10:55, and then it's a day of running errands. There's a big job on my tick list today, which is to buy a lawnmower and cut the grass. Those that know me well will know that I love cutting grass. Nothing more satisfying than just seeing those perfect lines. So an exciting Sunday ahead. Came out for a lawnmower, which I've got, by the way, but then also got dragged into Curry's, and I got a TV stand, which is sort of bog standard stuff, so we can put our TV on the wall. But then I also thought the new home gym needs a speaker. Nothing crazy, nothing too loud, just a little bit of something to make it a little bit more enjoyable in there. So I've got myself a speaker, a new speaker for the gym, and a lawnmower, so a very successful trip. So I'm gonna go home. I don't know what I'm gonna do first. Get the speaker out or do the grass? I think it's gonna rain soon, so I should probably build the lawnmower and do the grass. What a Sunday afternoon that is. Just the simple things in life, being able to cut the grass on a Sunday afternoon without having the motorway dash dawning over me. I can just relax, cut the grass, you know, do some other bits of house admin, knowing that I'm going to sleep in my own bed tonight. Oh, what a feeling. What a feeling. Anyway, let's get on with it. Right, lawnmower's been assembled. Let's put it into some action. I've waited a long time to do this. Okay, slight mechanical issue. We've cut the grass when wet. It's very long, it's very moist, and the lawnmower's not having it. Plus it's a cordless lawnmower, so the battery's just died. So I'm gonna make myself useful and get rid of all of this whilst my battery's charging, and I can cut the rest of that. But as far as Sundays go, this is a satisfying 10 out of 10. Anyway, let me show you the grass. Let me show you what went down yesterday. We got there in the end. Hopefully it dries up a little bit today so I can give it a once over, but that is Grass Diaries over for this week's YouTube. I'm actually just on my laptop. I've actually just put on a couple of sessions for, well, one session for this Wednesday, midweek send. So by the time this video goes live, you might still be able to sign up for this session because I'm going to post it tonight on a Monday night, so you've got a couple of days to decide if you want to come and do the session. It'll be at the Red On Gym in Middlewich, and if you can't make Wednesday night, we've also got another session on Friday Night Lights. Now both of these sessions are going to be Hyrox focused sessions, very similar to what you've seen on Saturday, because that is the space that we've got. We have got a dedicated Hyrox simulation space, so those are the sessions that we're going to run. So yes, I've posted a link on my story. Link will still be in my story by the time this video goes live. So if you want to come along to a big session on Wednesday or Friday, then sign up. I think this weekend just made me realise how much I've missed doing sessions like that. Obviously I used to do it every day in the army years ago, and then as I got more senior, I sort of done it less because the junior guys and girls will take those sessions. But I'm going to do a lot more of it, running classes, being a coach, training myself, and I'm building the gym at Red On. So look at the state of me anyway. That is what is on the agenda. So I've just put the sessions out on the laptop. I put the sessions out on Team Up, and I've just been watching all the emails come through of people signing up, which is really, really exciting. I've got a really busy day today. I've got to go to the recycling centre. We've got to move the rest of our furniture over. I've got to put TVs on the walls. I need to go to B&Q to get timber. I need to set up the Wi-Fi. I've got a bit of furniture to build. It's all going off. And above all of that, I still need to train later on. So yes, busy day. And I will take you with me for a little bit, but then I need to edit this back. So I'm not going to take you around with me too much. I've also got to edit that, add that to the list. So yeah, Mondays, hitting the ground running, going to be busy. But yeah, I thought I'd just quickly show you the sessions that we've got coming up this week, because I'm just excited to get out on the shop floor again and run some sessions. Monday night in the home gym. It's going down. Anyway, the speaker I was talking about, we're going to get this on the go. So tonight's session on the agenda is a lower push session. I've got box squat, barbell step up, seated dumbbell calf raise. Yeah, okay. And then hip thrusts, and then some goblet Spanish squats. What is a goblet Spanish squat? So resistance bands around the knees in a goblet squat. Looks good. Right, well, I'm gonna get the tunes on, and I am gonna get this session smashed out. Oh, doesn't get better than this. All right, with box squatting, I've got Remaker on, so it's tracking basically my range of motion and velocity. And if you hear the ping, it means I'm hitting the target velocity. Which means I'm not. That's fine. Right, what's going on there then? Okay, so we didn't hear a ping because I was just shy of target velocity, so 0.47 meters per second as opposed to 0.5, so he's just messaged me saying I can hear you grunting. Okay, next set, 4 reps. Let's try and go a little bit quicker. But the tunes are going back on, so. Yes. There we go. We hit what we needed to hit, that's why you heard the little dinging sound. Wasn't that? Right, we've got some barbell hip thrusts followed by some Spanish goblet squats. I've never done Spanish goblet squats before, but we'll certainly see what they're all about. Okay, yeah, I was right. It isolates it to the quads because the resistance band keeps you upright. So it doesn't allow you to sit deep into it because it's pulling you forward. Yeah, that was hurty. Yeah, give them a go, see what you think. That is the end of this week's YouTube. Apologies in advance, it's a little bit late. It's currently 7:10 and I hope to have this uploaded by about 8:30. We'll see how we get on. But thank you to everyone that tuned in and watches YouTube. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It's been really nice just being at home for the last couple of days and getting some training in and just doing some normal everyday errands. As I said earlier on in the vlog, it's just nice being able to not wish time away on a weekend and be able to just do normal everyday stuff without having a long drive back down to work looming over me. So nice change, and just looking forward to carrying on as we mean to go on. Busy times at the gym. Haven't signed up for a class, make sure you sign up for a class if you want to come and do a session in the gym on Wednesday and Friday. There's plenty of spaces still available. But yes, thank you again, and I'll see you on the next one.